Simon and Schuster Audio presents The Dream of a Tree by Maja Lunde. Read by George Greenland and Eugenia Lowe. Longyearbyen, Svalbard, 2097. On the day after the year's final night of midnight sun, a tree washed ashore on the beach of Longyearbyen. Tommy was 5 years old and alone in the former container harbour. He had been wandering around between the rusting metal walls for some time, and after sounding out the words "Tollpost Globe" on the side of a container, he sat down with his back against it to warm himself beneath the rays of the low-lying sun. It was while he was sitting there and digging in the sandy soil with a stick that he noticed the leaves. They were sticking up out of the ground, a short distance away, the green colour wholly out of place on the rocky, black shoreline of the fjord. He got to his feet, gripping the stick tightly, one of the best sticks he had found in a long time. Straight, long, and difficult to break, and trotted down to the shore. A tree was lying there on the dark ground, parallel with the waterline, the crown facing the river delta of the Advent Valley in the east, and the roots pointing west, towards the blackness of Isfjorden. "A tree!" Tommy shouted, as if saying it aloud made it more true. Trees washed ashore in Svalbard all the time. Large logs of larch, spruce and pine, propelled by the wind and ocean currents, travelling here all the way from Siberia. Bleached white by the sea and the ocean, stripped of bark, waterlogged and infested by hosts of small marine creatures from all the years spent in the ocean. They were no longer proper trees. They were mere shadows of what they had once been. But this tree was different, because it was not a shadow. It resembled a living tree. The crown was large and bushy. The leaves were curled up and wilting, but many of them still clung to the branches, and even though the colour was sort of washed out and faded, they retained yet a decidedly green hue. Tommy took one carefully between his fingers. At the same time, he released his grasp on the long stick to which just a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?